got no job, our weather stripping's falling off. Good morning, Arizona. If you're from Arizona, you probably recognize that as the morning ditty from the news. No? Okay. Today we are in slightly overcast Kingman, Arizona. We're visiting my dad. He's coming over and we're planning on getting in the pool. Keith got our pool passes. Play a little goofy golf. That's baseball. How do you, what's the goofy golf signal? 4. And then we might go to his house and do a little shooting. Safely. It's gonna be a fun day. Let's go. I'm trying to do a video. You're really rude. What? Guess I'll just wait for you to finish your mating song this morning. I said watch out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move back over here. Alright, we won't be gone long. Okay.
Now rack it again, hard. Yeah, there you go. Now shoot it again. There you go. So this is called single action. When it's pulled back, you just touch it. And then double action, you can just bing, 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 bing.
I don't want to bing, bing, bing,
Oh, there
bing,
you go.
Bing. I close my eyes. Do I shoot it again?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't help it.
Okay, try pulling the hammer back and now firing it. And I mean, it's going to be like a hair trigger. All you do is just barely touch it. It's going.
Okay, I did it. Does anyone want the gun? When I was a little kid, I owned several chickens and I loved them. I loved them like my own children, like my chicken children. Now we're at my dad's this morning and I'm gonna see if I can't get his chickens to love me. Guess not. I've got a chicken. It is a chicken. It is a chicken.
Yeah, that's the chicken. I got a chicken song.
Yeah, the chicken dance that everybody thinks they know. It's not right. Well, we survived that drive, and I conquered my fear of driving on the 93 while towing something behind me. The 93 is also referred to as Death Highway, and it is the highway that runs between Wickiup and Wickenburg. It's 75 miles per hour, 2-lane, and very windy. and that scared the hell out of me. But hey, do at least one thing a day that scares you. Or once a week. Or once a month. Or just stay home. We are now back in southern Arizona, staying at the Quail Ridge RV Resort in Huachuca City. Huachuca. It's very fun to say. We have a few RV upgrades that we have to install while staying here, including a brand new fancy lock system for the door that I am super stoked about. Then we have one more hike planned in Arizona before we take off to... We don't know where we're going yet, but we are monitoring a storm system that's making its way towards the East Coast, so probably that direction. East. East. Where am I? I want to thank everybody that's been liking and subscribing to our channel. It's been really cool watching our number of online friends grow. If you want to be one of our internet friends, there's a big red subscribe button down there, a thumbs up button for liking, a little bell for notifications, and that's it. There's definitely not a dislike button down there. Don't go down there and look for it. It just doesn't exist. You have to just quietly sit with your dislike and keep it to yourself. Oh, and commenting. Talk to us down in the comment section. We need people to talk to other than each other. And while you're down there commenting, let me know if this lighting makes me look like an Oompa Loompa. I can't tell. I have to check the blinds now before I start recording myself because one of the blinds was a little wonky in the last video and Keith gave me a lot of crap for that. Whew. Almost started to take ourselves a little too seriously there.
So it's been a perfect, beautiful morning all morning. Naturally, I've waited until it's going to start raining to do my projects. Sounds about right. First up on the list, change the location of the license plate. I don't think plastic zip ties are a good permanent fix. I'm also looking at setting up the new water filter. Tried a few other filters in the past and they all seem to leak and break within the first month. I found this one online. It is actually made with brass and metal fittings rather than cheap plastic, so hopefully that holds up a lot better and doesn't break in the first month. I also bought quick connect fittings. I'm going to put them on either end. Hopefully it makes connecting easier and it still won't leak. It's probably going to leak.
Can you tell what it is?
If you can read, you can tell.
Okay. Do you like how I cut towards myself always?
That's the safest way.
Thank you. That's what I said. That's bigger than I thought. That's what she said. Are you ready for the satisfying part? The washing machine should be cleaned regularly. They're very bossy. In use for a long time. Make sure all water. They're very bossy. There's a lot of rules to this machine. Mm-hmm. Check all pockets of clothing being washed and remove any coins, hairpins, etc. Etc. Just made a word up.
Extendtra.
Well, we're gonna try it and then see if it explodes.
We're live.
Okay, we did something wrong because it's drying and not shaking the whole RV now. Okay, they're all dry now. Well, not dry. Alright. It's the second attempt at doing laundry in the teeny weeny washing machine. I think we can do it. We've got a much smaller load this time than last time. Fresh out of the spin cycle, they're clean. Not dry, but clean. If you are offended by underwear, you should just swipe away really quick. But I wanted to show you my current drying solution, and look at that. RV life is very glamorous. Just so you know. Oh no. Are you okay?
It's too early.
It is 4 a.m. and at the risk of sounding dramatic, I don't want to be alive right now, let alone awake. That's the sound of my coffee brewing. It's not fast enough. We are going on a hike this morning in the Chiricahua National Monument. I've never been there before, but Keith assures me that it is one of the most beautiful and underrated parks in Arizona. But what does Keith know? We'll be the judges of that.
Nestled deep within the Chiricahua Mountains of southern Arizona lies the Chiricahua National Monument. This monument, full of breathtaking sights and views, is home to a unique feature, the pillar-like rock formation known as hoodoos. These hoodoos form from millions of years of erosion after overmining of the area during the Dwarven era. This is an exquisite example of the Dwarven mining. What we believe they did was they used their axe and they just went in a straight line for miles at a time. Now this is incredible. What we believe this is from when the women and the children, they would prepare the food and they would milk the mountain goats and they would store the food and the milk in these caves and in these holes as to preserve it for longer periods of time while those lines were being mined out. Now here is what we believe to be a resting place of those dwarves. They would be able to sit and eat and drink, and it's conveniently far enough away from the women and children as to not hear them. Now you can see how they could even lie here and rest for a while. I'm obviously much bigger than a dwarf, but I'll try to show you. Just get here and have a nice rest. Fascinating. We stand in a perfect example of that mile-long strip mining. And then you can see on either side, one of them, he must have had too much fermented goat milk, but he got a little drunk and moved to the side. But otherwise, it's usually very straight, all the way down. The canyons within the monument allow for multiple microclimates to form, and many different animals call this place home. Several predators, such as the bear, the mountain lion, and the chupacabra, all live here. Alright, so I was obviously full of it, but for real, this is my favorite place in Arizona. Hands down. The views are just incredible. 10 out of 10.
probably can hear that there's this loud sound everywhere. We have a company that is cleaning the outside of the rig for us today because it's just too much. It's too much. I can't do it myself. So that's happening this morning. And I have a little surprise to show everyone later, which has to do with us cleaning the rig. It'll all make sense when you see what I'm talking about. Just be excited. Just be excited with me. It's another moving day, and we haven't even begun to pack up yet. Somehow the animals just always know when we're leaving. Today we are leaving Arizona and heading to Texas, which is really exciting. Finally hitting the road. We were supposed to get up at 4 and we didn't. So I should probably get to packing since it is now 8:30.
Heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run.
Okay, we are finally leaving Arizona. We intended to leave at 7 and it is now 8:40. We're making excellent time.
That's the gentleman that talked to me this morning. They've been full-timing for 20 years. My favorite thing he said was, we don't say goodbye, we just say until next time. Now that's precious, especially of an older gentleman.
That is precious. All right, so until next time.
River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
These dwarves, led by King Hoodoo. I'm not a good actor, that's for goddamn sure.